It's no surprise I'm a huge Sailor Moon fan. I love the anime, I'm reading the manga, I have a shirt of it which ranks me up from fan to absolute loser, and I'm in a monthly struggle to decide if Mars, Saturn, or Mercury should be my Twitter profile picture for the next 30 days. What I'm saying is, I love Sailor Moon as a franchise. Also follow me on Twitter. You know what else I love? Video games. So when I heard that Sailor Moon had a good amount of video games released over the recent decade, I was like, holy shit, sign me up. So for this video, I'll be taking a look at Sailor Moon games. I'm not talking Flash games, that's for a separate video. I'm talking real, official releases that were on home consoles. Now for this video, I'll be looking at images and YouTube videos because I do not want a nasty porn virus on my PC all because I wanted to pirate a Sailor Moon game for the SNES. The first one, simply titled Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon, was a beat-em-up game released on the Super Nintendo. It was a straightforward beat-em-up taking place in the first series of Sailor Moon, or the first season if you're a normie and watch the anime or the English dub on 4Kids. I'm looking at you, 8th grade social teacher Miss Keenan, her name was not Serena. As you can play as one of the 5 soldiers, each having their own attacks and combos. This game actually got a sequel, adding R to the end of the title. Sprites were cleaned up and Chibi Uza was made playable, so it's more of a re-release. However the you pronounce this shit was a Sailor Moon fighting game released on the SNES as well, and it included a story mode, a versus, and a tournament mode. The game features all the Senshi, including the Outer Senshi, with Saturn missing from the cast. A sequel re-release, I don't even know what this is, simply called by Shoujo Senshi Sailor Moon S, got it, was released on the 3DO, which was a console I never knew existed. Like the sequel to the beat-em-up, it featured updated sprites, and the intro cutscene was a mix of 2D sprites and 3D animation, which was nice. Saturn was still absent from the cast. Another beat-em-up was released by a different company this time, and a full-on JRPG release called Another Story. All Senshi were playable throughout the story, and there's a big long story I'm not going to read on Wikipedia, but the game seems pretty cool. There was another fighting game released, this time featuring Saturn, and another one released on the PlayStation and Sega Saturn that had the full cast, and you were able to adjust the stats of characters. I've never heard that in a fighting game, other than the gear system in Injustice 2, but that's bullshit and ruin the entire experience unless you're playing on competitive mode or whatever it was called that removes the bonuses of gear. Okay, hi. So I'm editing this video, and there's a part in my script that mentioned there was another fighting game released on the Saturn. You could edit the things, whatever, and I was looking for gameplay of it, and I wanted to give my honest reaction to it because I saw the thumbnail and I hovered over it, and I don't know what the hell that kind of anatomy is, so we're just gonna watch this this clip here. I don't have my headphones in, so if you hear sound from my computer, wasn't me. Okay, this screen looks normal. The text is fine, I guess. I can clearly see there's no English translation, or maybe they're just playing a Japanese version of it. Okay, well I need to pause. Jesus Christ. Okay, sprites look fine. The sprites are okay. We got Saturn, which is nice. She's like never been in a fighting game. And this text up here is really tacky. If they had done it like that, I think it would have been better instead of player select in this ugly green font. Aside from that, it's okay. So we got, yeah, this sprite art looks fine. We're gonna see an intense matchup against Mercury and Uranus here. That's the Mortal Kombat X stage select screen right there. Wow, that was pretty neat. I liked that. Okay. Now loading. I'm ready. I'm not ready. What the fuck?
Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a